Stream is beginning. Live in fear. We are on session 20.
Woo.
'Tis the season.
Oh my god.
Right?
Was 19 was the
Yep.
nobody was there last week, right? Because I woke up and saw,
No, we
hey,
didn't.
this thing and that thing and whatever, and I was so wiped out from my gig the night before that I was like, okay, sounds like it's not happening, and I literally fell back asleep before I confirmed it. So
We did not. We did
Okay.
nothing. We did nothing,
Yeah.
and that was.
Okay.
I think I popped in for a second. Mo and I talked for a little bit about just random crap because it was me.
Yeah.
So
That was nice.
Yay for random crap.
I just need to talk to somebody because after that game the night before, I was just like,
that was most of what we
Oh.
talked about too. So that's okay.
Oh,
All
no.
right. So I am going to.
Hopefully this will be a good palate cleanser.
please, I need something. It's been like a week that I haven't had anything, so I'm like, give me.
Haven't you been in like a gaming convention like this entire weekend?
Look, I've only I saw Kirby actually, and we played a game together on Friday.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, he's such a sweet guy. So tall, at least tall
Really?
because everybody's taller than me, but still.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's like 6 foot, 5'9", something like that.
I was
But like,
gonna say, I feel like everybody's so tall for you.
I know. I haven't seen photos of me with people yet, but like they're all like trying to get to my level. But yeah, we were waiting for Tony plus 1 XP, but apparently Tony got dragged into Possum Creek stuff, and so he forgot to respond to us about that. So we played Arcane Crumbles on Friday night at a local game shop, and that was really fun. It was a really cool game. I liked it.
What's it called?
Arcane Crumbles. Basically, you're people who follow this queen, and an assassin comes in and tries to kill her, but you try to save her by preserving her in stone. And so, as you go into each city, you learn more about the assassin, a little bit more about yourself, and at the same time, the queen deteriorates even more.
Our Queen Crumbles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I heard Arcane Crumbles, and I was like, is it like kind of like a magical cooking or baking show? Like what?
I was absolutely 100% here for that. Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my
Crumble
god,
cake.
guys! I want to do that.
I did.
I wanna-
I had watched a bunch of Great British Bake Off. My wife, that's her comfort show to watch.
Mhm.
And I had that in my head one time, and there was a dream sequence that we did in a mass game one time where it was a cooking competition, but it was being judged. At least one of the judges was Jeff Goldblum, not a character being played by Jeff Goldblum. It was
Okay.
actually Jeff
it's actually
Goldblum,
Jeff
who they
Goldblum.
ended up killing at the end. They killed Jeff Goldblum in the.
Why? Why would you do that?
There was it was like
And actually-
he was the only way out. Like he
You
was.
could get some of this.
Yeah, no, it was pretty funny. Did
Oh
we,
my god!
Did
I
we
was
just
thinking next Saturday for beggars.
I
For
love-
the beggars, I was going to run Candy Violets,
Candy what?
which is a great Candy Violets is a Great British Bake Off game.
What?
So-
What?
Why does that exist?
Yeah.
That's so
Because
good.
it's the best show ever. Okay, it's not the best show ever, but it's
It's
man.
living creatures that are like trying to do like a baking competition. So like
It's-
and then you have your judges and like all that stuff.
Okay, take cozy games and the comfort of cozy games, but then give it conflict, like actual conflict, which a lot of cozy games don't usually bring.
That's why I like Great British Bake Off as opposed to most other baking shows, though, is because they're all so nice to each other. Because like,
No.
there's no money
Yeah.
reward or anything like that.
It's
No,
the-
they're not playing for that. They're just
It's almost a co-op game. Like it's
Yeah.
almost a co-op game. There's conflict. It's like who's going to be eliminated, but it's not like anybody's going, I want her to lose. You know, there isn't any of that. Everyone's like super nice to each
Right.
other. Yeah.
Yeah, it just to me it feels like it's the friendliest competition there is.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're trying to win, but also I'm not going to try and make you lose.
Yeah.
Like-
There was actually one guy that
Oh, I hate
they always try to cut the show to make it look like everybody's right down to the wire, but they had trouble concealing the fact that this one guy, I think it was one of the earlier seasons, was so organized that he was always done like a half an hour before the deadline. Like well ahead, so that he was actually going over and helping other people, like
funny.
finish up
Aw.
their stuff. Like he would like just be like a little fetch and carry guy, or he would like, what am I doing here? It's like, well, can you whatever, and he would just go and help people. because he was done.
Just whisk for 5 minutes. That's all I need you to do.
Yeah, and that's what he did. He would just run the mixer and make sure that it didn't like puff up too much or something. Anyway, all right, we should actually do the thing. Great British Bake Off. How do we end up on these? All right,
We're weird. I don't know.
time has passed.
Rumbles.
Time is Arcane Crumbles. Time has passed, and we are going to represent that passing time with some delicious holiday love letters. They're not really that holiday-ish, but we're gonna get there. So
I saw the addition they added to mine. Thank you.
you're so welcome. We're gonna start with Caleb though. So greetings, Caleb. After years, you were finally able to free yourself from the nightmare images and half memories that plagued you, and you hope freed your mother's spirit in the process. As a bonus, you and the team got to make Guardian look like a tool. Nice. The symbioids were finally able to leave orbit and depart for their home. Immediately after the fight outside their city, you can try to get some closure. Immediately after the fight outside the city, you were able to get some closure with their leaders and their people. Roll mundane. That's weird. It kind of got glitched.
I know what you meant because you said take +1 forward and mark a potential, and then you actually listed how I get those two things.
Right.
That's what I got. It took me like 10 minutes of reading to understand.
I got a copy paste error in here, and I'm going to edit this a little bit so that it looks right. There we go.
Okay.
Sorry. Whoops, that's still not right.
You're fine.
Roll mundane, and there. Check the things. Yeah, that's me thinking out loud, doing stuff, and kind of screwing it up. All right, so here we go. Roll mundane. Let's see how your closure with the semioids went.
Hey, I'll take it.
It's an 8.
I'll take a hit.
All right, so on a hit, it goes pretty well, and you feel at peace, if a little sad about Sentinel Plaza. Mark potential. So not a huge, pretty small thing. What does this look like? Like, what does the conversation look like? This closure thing with the symbioids. Perry's got a reasonably decent translation thing kind of going at this point in time, so it basically gets the gist of the words across. Some of the stuff comes through, as we see in Mitzi's thing. Some of the stuff comes across a little bit funny because it doesn't have a direct correlation, but it's pretty okay.
Honestly, it's gonna be pretty basic. I'm not gonna like try and make a huge speech to them or anything. I'm just gonna be like, hey, I mean, next time, like, call first. Don't blow up a plaza. I understand, like, you're trying to show dominance. Like, that's fine. I get it. Next time, call us, and we don't have to beat the crap out of each other for 5 or 6 months until this happens. Like, we can just hang out.
I think the mixed success here is that even now, Caleb doesn't quite understand the series of events that happen there. So some of what you're saying is like sort of demonstrates like you still don't really understand what we were doing or what was trying to happen there, but they understand. They get the gist of it, and they understand. And the leader says a similar thing, like, you suffered a great loss. We have suffered a great loss, and in our loss we are equals, kind of thing. We are very sorry for yours, and we know that that you recognize our loss as well, and we will go home and mourn our people who will not be coming home, and also mourn your people who you no longer have.
Then I'm also going to I'm going to give them an Aquabat CD.
Okay.
And just like an old CD player that I had lying around.
Okay.
Or I'm gonna make me a makeshift one real quick. Like, Perry, I need a CD player. Can you make that happen?
Yeah, I gotta brush off some corroded old.
It just happens to be one that I had on me. Like, and I'm just like, here, punk music, and they're like, I don't know what this is. Yeah, enjoy
Boy,
this.
It'd be like post punk, wouldn't it? But
he's like Will Ferrell from the other guys. I've always got Little River Band in the car. I've got like 6 discs in here.
There's always ska on my person.
Yeah.
Like,
Hands it to the
period.
leader. You're gonna hate this, but your kids are gonna love it.
I'm gonna laugh when next time they're just like their kids like the next generation of Simeones roll up and they're like in
Layering
like
super rad.
yeah, and they're like they've got the black and white fedora with the checkered pants.
Amazing.
They're dressed
I
like
hope that happens.
they're dressed like the
The
singing.
Semioids invent fourth wave.
Yes.
Jesus. Okay. There's some more stuff after this though. So now that was a day. We have this little flashback to this moment. It's been a while since that day though, in case you forgot. You've got this teensy little problem with not actually having any of your old powers or any powers, as near as you can tell. Who have you been going to for advice on this? What's been happening over the course of the last 4 to 6 weeks?
Oh, I've gone to a couple people about
Okay.
this because I don't know what the hell to do. Because I kind of wanted to sit the team down like after that fight, and just be like, so you guys may have noticed, I can't do anything anymore. Like, hey Silas, all the the terrifying. Oh no, I can bake. I can still. Well, I can't really bake right now.
And that's actually the first response is I have noticed that you haven't brought in nearly as many cupcakes as you used to. Like that's what the assumption is.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So Silas, remember in the fight in space, you would think that I would have summoned some giant squid space thing to
That is your
Yeah.
usual thing, yeah.
Yeah, I can't
Do
anymore.
that.
Performance
I just-
issues.
What do you mean you can't?
Those powers don't exist anymore. Ever since I ripped the dude. I don't know what I did to that thing, but that eldritch creature that was masquerading as my mom that I kind of tore out of her body spirit thing.
That was super rad, by the way.
I appreciate that.
Wait, hold on. Have we caught up yet about what happened between both of our scenes?
Well,
Have we done a download sort of situation?
I don't think
we can because again time has passed. So a couple of things
Yeah.
about that. You did get to see most of what happened because of your part that they don't know about. So the biggest revelation really as part of that whole thing with Caleb with Caleb's mom was the fact that you were there but not really on the same frequency as everybody else.
Oh, I think you were talking about it, and then it's like, oh, you mean in the forest with the blood river, right?
And they're like, "Hagawa,
Yes.
Hababua? How did you? What the?"
I mean, that's correct. There was a forest with a blood river.
Yeah, I saw it. I kind of went there too.
Well, I was. Now I just know you're good, terrifyingly powerful, wonderful.
No. So what? So I think what happened was I was visiting Zhao, and Zhao was still in a coma, and I went to go see if I could try to pull her out of that coma or sleeping or whatever they're calling it. And I kind of just fell in.
Okay.
Where you guys
So
were.
this wasn't okay. That makes sense. So you yeah. So since then, I
Oh, did
can't.
you bring your brain? I'm so sorry. No, I wasn't doing that.
Oh no, it's fine. Whatever.
It's just my brain. Whatever.
Dude, there's mothballs and cupcakes in there, and that's it. I got. If I shake my head hard enough, you can hear the rock rattling around.
What does this key go to? This is not my locker.
So no powers. Can't do anything anymore. Hence why I asked for pocket sand instead of just doing it myself. By the way, pocket sand, excellent job. Worked like a charm. Need more of that.
Pocket sand.
So yeah, can't do that. So
Still figuring out the details.
yeah, I don't know what to do. I'm really glad no supervillains have showed up because I'm gonna fight them, but I don't know how well I'm going to fight
There's
them.
no world in which that's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not an option. I'm gonna show up. If I just get hit once and knocked to the side and pass out, well, at least I tried.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
The question is only, how's it going to go? Yeah.
Exactly. How bad am I gonna get hurt?
Your friends
It's
are
fine.
read in on this whole thing.
Cool.
Who else are you talking to about this?
So I also talked to choir director for 2 reasons.
He has thoughts. Carry on. What are your 2 reasons?
So for 2 reasons. So one, I'm absolutely certain he would want to know that I've done this.
Mm-hmm.
That I basically like went and tried to free my mom's spirit from that eldritch monster. Being that they were close friends, he would want to know that.
He is, and he asks all the details. He wants every moment recounted, every sensation. He's very, very curious about the whole thing where you're like, I was there in the kitchen with her for a moment, and all that kind of stuff. He finds that very interesting, and and he won't say more about why, but he finds it very interesting.
Yeah.
It makes sense to him that you don't have access to the powers because you're apparently channeling the thing.
Yeah. So
but when you're saying like I don't have any other powers, he's like, oh, don't be ridiculous.
What do you mean? No. What do you mean ridiculous?
You're your mother's son. R0. All right.
Do I need to stay after class?
Yeah, you have to stay after class for the rest of
Like a given.
for a while. Yeah, you'll be coming.
Oh God.
You'll be just after school. Come here. We're going to become practicing. Bring the ring. He says, like kind of.
Okay.
It's a bit of a crutch, but for now, it'll be helpful.
Cool. So, like in the MCU, when Thor is like that, he's not the god of hammers, he's the god of thunder, like that, right?
You're not the god. You're not going to be the god of
not the god of hammers. I'm just going to keep telling myself that I'm not the god of hammers.
Sure.
Whatever works.
Say that to one of the team randomly.
There is no food is a metaphor. So if you say I'm not the god of hammers, we get it. So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say it randomly though. Okay.
And so what are you? So that's definitely a thing. Anybody else you were touching base with on any of this thing? Any of this stuff?
I mean, not about that, but there is somebody I do want to touch base with because I'm gonna yell at them.
Who specific? Like who specifically?
Streak.
Oh, Silver Streak.
Streak.
Oh.
This is going to be a very love-hate relationship with this person because I expect so much from them, and I'm just going to be like, you let them come up and attack an entirely other nation without even trying to like diplomatically communicate first.
We're going to have that scene. We're not going to do it right now. But we're going to have that scene for sure.
That's just the thing that I want to happen. That's the only thing I really. I just want to rip into Streak and just be like, come on, you're better than this.
Also, you're kind of homeless now. It's been over a month. What are you doing about that? Are you living in a tent in your dad's office? Is it that sad?
Yeah, that's basically it. And I'm sneaking into like I think Perry's probably the most suspicious because I show up to gym every day so I can shower.
The upside to this is, I mean, and you occasionally try you can still kind of feel the sanctuary door there, but it's not opening for you. And we get a helpful viewer flashback of you guys all being kind of like spat out of the sanctuary, out into the main office from the last thing with Caleb's mom. So that's still out there. The one upside to being out in your dad's office is you actually get a view of the current plaza, which is a lot better. All the miasma is gone. It can be inhabited again. People have come back. There's been a lot of good press because all the people that had been captured and sort of put in the plaza, which nobody had really realized was happening. But they came back out of that same space and said, and they had all these stories to tell about how you guys had saved them. So your big showdown with the big, this horrifying monster that I can only barely describe, and some of them were like apparently all they'll say is like we were in the trees watching when this happened, so people imagine them like hiding in the trees or something like that. They don't mean that, they don't realize that they mean like literally inside the trees. But you know, Silas's big showdown against the teacher and the demons, and Perry's thing waving around, like everybody, and many of them remember Mitzi because she was also there but doing different things, and she's the one that from their point of view sort of shepherded everybody out.
Still in mundane clothes, so she's like, "Oh shit, I've been."
Yeah, but it was also like a spirit dream world kind of thing, so they're not really trying to.
Yeah.
They don't really know.
And I think over the month I would have mentioned like my part, like doing the whole like unleashing the trees.
And if any of the boys were actually paying attention to what people are saying about the story, which they probably were, they would have been like, wait a minute, girl glowing purple with the weird like aura thing who's like helping everybody's like.
Nice.
Hey, Mitzi. Yeah, that it would be. So, but the cool thing is, like, some of the statues, quite a few of the statues, like, so basically repairs have begun. So, like, the people are fixing things up, more of the rubble's being cleared, some of the statues that were destroyed were being replaced, being rebuilt. You know, there's a grand opening, actually, like, coming up really soon. Storefronts along the place are kind of opening up. It's all really cool. Just in time for the holidays. Wonderful. So, you've got that going for you. And now we're going to shift over to Perry. If he's there. I don't know if he's there or not. He might have had to go do his thing with his daughter. So we're going to switch. We're going to shift things up. Perry, when you're back, say you're back. Who is next in the game stuff? It's probably going to be Mitzi right after that. No, it's Birthright. Hooray. I got Birthright. Birthright. Holy crap. You've always dreamed about maybe hitting puberty and getting your powers or something, you know, getting your birthright. You never really believed it. Not really. This was the thought constantly looping through your head while you were looking down at Earth from orbit in space where you were flying around. Holy crap. Roll Freak. And then on a 10 plus, pick 2 of the options below. On a 7 to 9, pick 1 of the options below.
All right.
Roll your Freak. I don't even know what your Freak is. I didn't look at anybody's character sheets before I did this.
Freak is, it's not the best.
Oh, that's a -1. Okay. That's all right. That's all right. It'll be exciting.
Oh, that's danger, not freak. Whoops. Hey, that's a hit.
Oh, you scraped it by with a 7.
Barely.
All right, so there's the options. By the time you make it back down to Halcyon City, long-range footage of the very carefully edited portions of the fight have leaked out to the internet, along with eyewitness accounts from the people who were captured by not Caleb's mom, making you look like a total badass. Probably Aegis looking to spin what happened, provide new heroes for the people to idolize. Pick which member of the Exemplars has been tapped to introduce you and the rest of the team to the press. Option 2, your new situation means you can encourage Aegis to catch you up on Transcendent and maybe figure out where the hell he went. It was nice to pretend that he ran away from you, but that idea faded the more you replayed the fight. We can talk some more about that because there's some information there regardless of whether or not you pick this one. But if you can choose this one, when you have a couple hours, take +1 forward to assess the situation from the middle of an Aegis Black archive. Option 3, having powers is crazy. The way people are watching your every move is making you crazy. What do you do, or where do you go to get away from everything for a few hours? On a miss, pick 1. But the publicity attempts of Aegis and the Exemplars totally backfires. You don't have to worry about giving the internet influence over you. Yet.
So I'm gonna go with the first one.
By the time you make it down to Halcyon City, long range footage, so on and so forth, has to be Aegis. Pick which member of the Exemplars is going to be tapped to introduce you and the rest of the team to the press. You can't pick. You can't pick Transcendent. They are not in this zip code at this time.
I'm aware. It's going to have to be the only member of the Exemplars that I actually trust.
I am
Oya.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's really
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
really
oh,
hoping
yeah,
you
yeah.
were going to say Guardian so that he had to, like, very much like an Iron Man moment where he's like, this senator has to introduce us and, like, give us praise after we just beat the snot out of him.
That'd be pretty funny. Oya.
But
okay.
no, Oya makes sense.
That's very, very cool. That is excellent. Okay. Perry, are you back?
I am back.
All right,
I'm
awesome.
here.
We're gonna jump back up to you, and we're gonna. So this whole press conference thing is just coming, and it's been like a month. Nobody's really saying, but there's been a few like pieces and parts of information. So like I said, the footage, bits of carefully edited footage, kind of basically makes it look like you and the Exemplars were working together against something. The spin on this is that the Semioids have left, and it's you guys were working together. So brave new heroes helping save the day. Clearly it was very dangerous because look at what happened to that robot.
But the Semioid city and all of that, they're gone.
They have departed.
Okay.
They have departed. They have safely departed. Caleb had a moment to kind of talk to them and kind of get a little bit of closure, and it wasn't the smoothest thing in the world, but it was okay. And actually, I will say, Perry, that there's a thing in your head that kind of clicked and said, finally, when that happened, when Caleb and the Semioid leader finally got to talk,
good.
that you were like, something like released. Like a muscle that had been clenched in your back for this entire time, finally released, and you're going
when that cyst finally drains.
It was no, not that bad, but it was definitely a moment of like, oh, that's why we couldn't let them go. It was entirely you never Caleb would never have been able to let go of his thing, and I don't know. There's some twisted future where he never got closure and turned into a horrible monster man or something. And that's what. Of course there is. Of course there is. That's a little harsh.
Why wouldn't there be?
To be fair, there's that future for all of you. Yeah. That future.
I was just saying, because Earth 2 Bizarro Revenant is absolutely a great boss fight for later. I'm just throwing it out there.
I mean, you're not wrong.
That's scary, and I need to punch you through the screen for putting that in Joyce's head.
That's
all I do is I just throw him. I throw him ideas, and then I get mad when he throws them back.
That's how the creature behind Caleb's mom gets back to this universe, is as an alternate reality.
Oh, don't put that evil out there. God.
See, the thing is, he says it, but then I pick it up so fast that it's like I'd already thought of it. That's
right.
That's my secret, Captain.
We're on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
I love everything about that. Hey, you mentioned that this isn't specifically related to the letter, but you mentioned that the little algorithm on the ape thing was chugging away.
That was essentially them providing you with a Rosetta Stone and then messages.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Yeah. Is there anything? Because on Voyager is 1 or 2 that has the little disc on it with the stuff, and there's like a map of where Earth is. Is there anything analogous to that, to where their homeworld is?
It wouldn't have been in the stuff that they sent to you, but you could absolutely get it from them. I mean, they would be perfectly happy to give you that information. They're not. You're not their favorite person.
I would love to have that, because I have a very real worry in the pit of my stomach that when you said Transcendent is at the edge of the universe, that he's bringing the fight to them.
He's definitely up to something. Whether or not, and that's a legit worry. Yeah, and
I'm also curious if my teleportation / portal ability, if I know the location of their homeworld, is powerful enough to put me in that orbit so I can check.
By itself, absolutely hell not. But
That's what I figured because I am not a Nova.
By
But I also
itself,
have,
no. But hang on a
I
second.
have a 5. I have a 5 point that I have not spent yet, and I thought it might be too early in the arc of this story to unlock my moment of truth because Perry unlocking a moment of truth feels like end of book set and then another set starts. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you
So
haven't.
I feel like I don't want to do that yet.
Like how half of the MCU's problems are just directly caused by Tony Stark being Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Being Tony Stark. Yep.
Well, and if you manage to close, the thing is, if you do manage to resolve, because your loop isn't resolved yet, you still haven't quite.
Yeah, I know
nailed all
that. I know that mine isn't, but I also get that me resolving a loop is basically just
resetting
putting all the dice back in the Yahtzee cup and shaking it again.
Yeah.
So
because
such a good analogy.
the thing that it really is, the thing that comes up that is that will wake you up at night is Dr. Infinity saying, that they referred to this a couple of times as loop 1. Like there's multiple loops to resolve the domino cascade of all the crap that's been happening. So yeah, there's something.
You catch the third domino doesn't mean the fourth doesn't have just enough breath of air on it to knock it over.
Do you have the tech to like jump to those coordinates with just the stuff that you're carrying around with you on your person? No. Could you make a thing that uses your portal tech and those coordinates that could you build a Stargate? Yeah,
this is what I'm saying. Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Could I build a Stargate?
Could you build a Stargate? Yeah, probably. That's a whole different thing.
And I imagine from a game perspective, those points I haven't spent yet, I would be looking at something from, I forget what the playbook is, but it's basically like the Mad Genius guy or whatever it is that build something crazy.
The brain, yeah.
I guess my other question would be, is that also feels like something major that would take the game places.
Oh yeah.
So I would kind of want to tap in with my crew and be like, hey.
Yeah. Do we want to suddenly become Guardians of the Galaxy? Because that changes things a lot, obviously.
Are we just friendly neighborhood?
I was gonna say, when you put that idea in my brain, I'm not immediately opposed to it.
There's a lot going on there.
She's over there like, no. I can't even keep my neighbors from tearing the wall back down to have a party. So
literally shows up just to shake her head at us.
Yeah, she's still like, I'm not. We had a whole thing about I do not want to die in space, and so
how about we went to space?
Literally the first thing in Perry's notebook from like game 1 is
space.
Don't go to space.
Don't go to space.
Check.
I got it. I got you back up there. This move that I just threw up there is sort of the like, what if Perry had to do it with extremely short notice? That one.
Looking?
If you look on Roll20, it's just roll freaking. Tell me how you're planning on making it happen, knowing that you need to put something together. This is I haven't had a lot of time to prep, but I've at least been able to cobble something together. Now roll. You could stabilize the possible list of results a lot better. I love the miss though. On a miss, the portal isn't yours to control.
I don't think I'm looking in the right.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm not on the right screen. 1 second. Where am I? Which window? Here we go. Boom. There we go.
Oh Jesus. When you open a portal to non-terrestrial dimensions through magic or technology, roll freak on a hit. The portal was. Whew.
Yeah. It's
That's scary. Not the least of which is because my freak's 2. Who helped me get my freak up to 2? Super freak.
I think I did. I think I did last time.
Oh, thank you. I just saw the other.
That's just the addendum for the portal is not yours to control. Yeah, I'm glad that came out. I've been thinking about.
Gotta read this now.
I'm gonna pass out.
I've been thinking of that comic pretty much since Perry told me he was going to be able to make portals, or for that matter,
Jesus.
Caleb. Let's talk about your love letter real quick. Hey Perry, things went really well in that showdown at Flying Castle to Space Monkeys, except for the part where MD Infinity got forcibly redistributed across a 150 square kilometer patch of space. There's still a lot that you need to figure out. You just hope that you can. Roll superior. On a 10 plus, you can pick 2. On a 7 and 9, pick 1. Your superior's probably fine. It's probably fine.
I mean, is it gonna throw any of my?
Nope. Oh, okay.
Oh dear.
A 2 and a 1. That's terrible. Okay. All right. So here are your options.
Friggin' Yahtzee cup. Friggin' thing is warped.
With MD Infinity out of commission, Dr. Infinity out of commission, you've been using questionable tech to spark your memory with questionable results. Tell us about someone or something that you clearly remember as crucially important, who or which doesn't seem to exist in the timeline that has survived. We desperately need to find this person, and nobody knows who you're talking about.
Oh my god.
Oh, you know what would be even funnier? If it was somebody that we've actually met and they're gone now. That would be even better. Like we need to talk to Vigil, and everyone's like, "Who's Vigil?" Oh, that'd be fucking.
Oh Jesus.
That'd be amazing. You've been sneaking off to collect bits of Dr. Infinity for the last month in an attempt to recover their core memory and functions, if only to try to reverse engineer what you were thinking at the time. How far have you gotten? Have you already recovered the brain or the power core? And why is the other piece the one that you really need right now? Luckily, not. And then option 3. Luckily, Nautilus did not figure out that Dr. Infinity was ultimately your tech. Phew! Keep in mind that if you don't pick that one, it absolutely happens. On a miss, you can pick one, but your theories or nightmares about what all this was meant to avoid unnerves you and creeps you out. Mark afraid. If you're already afraid, take a powerful blow.
Okay, I'm already afraid, so I'm definitely taking a powerful blow.
Super. We'll save that roll for just a little bit. Oh, you have a lot of conditions. Okay. So save that for a bit. What do you want to pick? Because as the exemplars are being forced to introduce you guys as the great new heroes, it would be fantastic if Nautilus knew that you were behind Dr. Infinity this whole time.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely not picking the Nautilus did not figure out, because it's much better if he absolutely knows that I built her. Yeah, that's the best part. Yeah. And he doesn't know what my relationship was with her, and maybe he just killed my girl, so I'm just going to be giving him stink eye a lot. So it's definitely not that.
God, the drama with the exemplars is just ripe right now.
I love how we all have our own rival in the exemplars that we're like, I want to fight this.
So what do you think for your options there?
I'm thinking that I've been sneaking off to collect bits of MD Infinity.
Okay.
But
I just love the idea of Perry portaling up into space in a suit, just in the suit. He portals up there, and then he's tooling around, doing scanning. He's basically got a metal detector and a George Jetson jetpack that for some reason is sending little energy rings out.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And then I have a butterfly net the size of a football field.
That's fantastic.
Oh, God.
So you know what it is? You know what it is? It's not a net.
It's just a portal.
It's that same monofilament the carbon tube thing. So it's basically like a molecule thick, but the side of it, like the operational side of it, is a little gel that even like tiny stuff can just stick to. It's like agar. Is that how you pronounce that?
Yeah.
In space. And so I'm just like, so I'm picking up, I'm
You're
going to get
everything.
the dust. I'm going to get the whatever. I'm going to, whatever happens to be in that. Yeah.
So basically, you're skimming the pool.
The special
That's
effect
exactly
of
what
that
I'm
thing
doing.
unfolding, though, the cool special effect of that thing unfolding is awesome because it's huge.
Oh yeah, and I want to see what the conspiracy theories are about the people who can see it from the ground.
Yeah.
Because what the hell?
There's a ghost.
What did
It's a
Elon Musk
space
put up
ghost.
now?
In this universe, this is the start of this is the start of chemtrail theory. In this universe.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So I'm thinking that
So that's the negative.
You've been sneaking off to collect bits of Doctor Infinity for the last month.
Right. I think that the piece that I've found is like I would like to say that I have, and you tell me, that I've found the hard drive. But I have not found the actual piece of tech that allows her to reset the timeline.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Because remember I said that my thing was because at the end of the day, I'm the guy that can do it.
Except
I believe that, but I didn't have to do it, so maybe I can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you haven't needed to know that tech for a long time. So you've got her knowledge base.
I have no memory of this.
I love the idea of her being plugged in and you being able to query her, but not having the tech. That's say her, but
right. I can. Yes, exactly. There's a certain amount of Jesus. It's the word. It's. So I become an Alzheimer's patient when I do her because I can remember everything on the inside, but I can't act out on the outside. So it's like
I'm
in a
box.
Well,
there's a lot of that whole thing that we have for Perry's little bunker where the suit is on display, but now it's like a holographic of her face, kind of, and so she's just kind of talking there. She can talk to you. They can talk to you. So you get a little bit of we might have to do an advance or something around that, but that'd be
like I say, I haven't spent.
If we can figure out a way that you've got some kind of mentor or have you got pick a move from another playbook or did you burn all those already?
I do have I haven't picked. I have two available. I have not. I have two.
Do you have a PDF of the rules or a PDF of the playbooks?
I do.
Look at Fireside Chat under Protege. I don't want to steal if
okay. There are a couple others I was looking at.
Yeah, if Silas ends up going for that, but that might be a thing.
It's almost 100% at this point. I think Protege is the way to go for him.
Yeah. And if you honestly, we'd be reskinning it. We'd probably reskin to a slightly different move anyway, but it might feel something like Fireside Chat under Protege to check in with not so much as a mentor. We'll have to figure out something. Not so much as a mentor, but as the person who actually has access to some of the criteria that you've built, which the trick is you don't know what the parameters are. They absolutely know what the parameters are, but doesn't necessarily know the why, just knows that they're true. It's like a binary set. This is a thing that needs to be, enforced and may have a bigger picture about it or one that you can build or infer based off of the list of parameters. But you no longer remember what those parameters were, and they've only been able to infer them based on what the rule set is. So that makes for a fun time. Anyway,
that could be very interesting. I like that. And it's not it's not something that Silas was going to be looking at.
So
sorry.
No, I was looking at that playbook, but that move there's plenty of other moves on there that I think I would go for first.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and in any case, even if you did end up going
even
for it,
though you don't want to be clearly, I mean, you kind of are. I mean, come on, Captain, my Captain.
Even if go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that's definitely gonna be one of them.
Even if you did pick up the same move, it would feel very different. So that's probably just fine anyway. Okay, so right now we've got one character who wants to yell at one of the exemplars. Another player who's managed to establish that the exemplars have to introduce them to the world. We have another exemplar who knows that all the fuckery that they've been dealing with and stressing out about, and in fact doing some pretty questionable things to deal with, is the result of you guys. Which, first of all, how dare you? Secondly, holy shit, how is this kid good enough to build something like that? Right?
Yep.
And
you know what else? I got brains I ain't even used yet.
And and the best and the thing that lets you reset time loops and fiddle around with things is the bit that's missing, and you're starting to think it's not so much that you haven't found it, but that it's not there to find. None of these,
because I haven't invented it yet, or because it got vaporized,
or somebody,
it doesn't exist in this loop.
Somebody absconded with it.
Mother puss bucket.
So
hey, you guys, gotta break in the secret facility, steal some stuff.
So
again.
So yeah,
I was just saying, I'm down for another heist.
That went so well last time. That went so well last time.
You see what we did wrong is we should have switched over to leverage for that system, or for that heist.
Yeah, I will say of all this potential shakedown, almost none of it was anything that I anticipated, which is fantastic because it's presenting quite a glorious picture of the exemplars publicly being like super proud of this new heroes that coming up, and privately being like, I want so badly to put these kids in the oubliette until they're, all voting age.
I absolutely love, like, on camera, like the backslappy, but like you can't see behind that it's the backslap, but then like the nails are like,
yeah.
It's like,
this is awesome. All right. Oh, and you still need let's have a take a powerful blow since you.
Ooh, yes.
Since you also were supposed to take afraid and did not take afraid.
And already
is afraid. You am afraid. Am are. I mean, that's not too bad.
Ouch.
That's not too bad. Take a powerful blow.
This is like you rolling against me, basically, right?
Yeah. So I mean, I scored a hit.
This is where Perry gets the cosmic backhand.
Take a powerful blow. Roll plus condition. Blah blah blah. 7 to 9. You lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. In this case, I would say, because this is kind of happening over time, it may be the point where you're getting stressed out enough about this that you make a harebrained request for foolhardy action from a teammate. That may be like you actually legitimately use your influence.
Like, hey,
we need to break
into Exemplar Tower and steal that freaking thing back.
I mean, that could actually make that a concrete thing that you're pushing the team to do. While you're busy head down messing with all this stuff, your opposition gets an opportunity. Or you mark 2 more conditions, which would leave you rocking all 5 of them simultaneously.
Oh my God. Do we want to know what Perry's like with all 5 conditions? I'm getting a hard head shake.
See, I feel like that's pretty standard teenager.
Well, that's true, yeah.
Yeah. I tell you, there are definitely parts of Masks that feels very much like that never being able to quite get free of your conditions for more than a few minutes is...
I enjoy that aspect of it.
It seems very true to life. You think about that, and we're going to get on to Mitzi's happiness here. Hey, Mitzi. In a way, everything that just happened felt like the first real superhero thing that you and the guys have ever done together. Like the first thing where you were stopping something bad and not just fixing something you screwed up. Pointed glare at Caleb. It was pretty awesome, honestly. The problem with the big awesome things, though, they tend to make things happen. Roll Savior.
Wait, hold on one second. I think someone's knocking, even though they can like come in. So
all right, no problem. Sorry. No problem. See, the reason I've got the thing so I can see the notes up on the screen, so it switched out of the group mode, so I can't see all these emphatic head shakes that Mincy's giving. I only see the active screen.
You know, you can do the pop out window for the the video chat, and then you can actually pull up the Discord chat on a separate thing.
Yeah. Well,
That's
no,
what
I
I do.
can, but I don't know the. I want it to be the little embed thing because how do I make it go back now? I want it to be the little embed thing because then it shows the way I have the OBS set up. I'm picking up just that section of the Discord screen.
Sure.
So if I do the pop out, then it doesn't see the camera at all. But the interesting thing about that is, for whatever reason, because of the way Mitzi's broadcasting her camera right now, she's almost never the live face, even when she's talking.
Right.
Sometimes she is, like right now she
Oh my
is.
God.
But for some reason, whenever nobody's talking, it automatically defaults to Andrew. So I'm seeing his expression as I'm
Because
reading all of this
alphabetical?
stuff. I don't know. He's at the top. He was the first one in or something.
Sure.
So I'm seeing his expression to all these letters, many of which he has not read yet. So his response to these is, for me,
All
payment.
right. Well, I'm actually rolling for Mitzi today since Mo can't get to roll 20. So you said roll savior.
Roll savior.
Please roll well. Sorry, maintenance came because there's
no.
we had rain last night and there's damage to the Airbnb. So
Oh, nice.
maintenance showed up and I was like, who's knocking? And so he's in the living room where I was, so I had to run upstairs. By the way, I just want to show you all these stairs. Look at this dust trap.
Oh, that's not up to
Hug
code.
the right. Oh my God, those corners. I have actually done myself serious damage on corners like that because it looks like stairs, but actually it's more like a damn ladder covered in carpet.
That's
I've slipped so many times down these damn stairs.
That's no joke.
That was
That's
only been for a
exactly
weekend.
the configuration of the stairway that my grandpa put into that house, and I was scared to climb up it as a little kid, and I still treat
What
it with
bothers
respect.
me is it's not. They're not rounded stairs. They're not going in a circle. So there's no reason to have that. Like you can just go to a platform and then 90-degree go back down the other way. So you don't have that weird arcing. I hate it. It makes me sad.
Yes.
In my grandpa's case, it was
Okay,
because
I'm gonna
if
hide
you
in
put
that
the
room then.
platform there was not physically enough room for the stairs to get
Okay,
enough
let me
thing
just
and
go in here.
maintain the same pitch, and it's already ridiculously. Yeah, it should just be allowed.
All right.
Don't fall and
so-
die. Now, don't tell her yet. Don't tell her the dice roll.
What did
Let
you do?
her navigate those stairs first.
Well, the good news is you get.
Apparently,
The good news is you're gonna get
apparently the people
potential.
in the house didn't know it was there. Did you?
Actually, Parrot, you need to bark potential too because you got that 4.
Sean, why
Oh,
do you do this
okay.
to me? I trusted you.
I just clicked a button. It's not even a real
What's
roll.
a savior right now? What's a
There's
savior?
there's a metaphysical
Savior is a
connection
0.
that makes it your fault.
Savior is a
Okay.
0, so it was just adding.
Oh,
It was just adding 0, and he rolled double 3s. So he didn't even really roll much below average, slightly below average.
also, we have a creepy closet in this room because I had to change rooms again. So I have now one of those creepy ass under the stair closets.
That's just shoved into the dormer there. That's like a little modified attic space.
I was expecting Annabelle to jump out.
Jesus.
Yeah, so it's funny. All the white people that are in our house right now are like, "Oh, I want to go investigate it," and all the POCs are like, "No, fuck that."
Some white people shit.
Here are your
That's
options.
some white people shit.
Bunch of
A
white
little
people
girl
shit. I love it.
living in her 2%.
All right. Here are your options. On roll savior, here's pick one. The symbioids basically regard you as their savior. They're not wrong, strictly speaking, but they take it really seriously, take influence over the whole band, and their leader gives you a bracelet that will let you, quote, transpose to the galactic polycule. You're really not sure if Perry's translation software is running at 100%. Abuela is thrilled with your adventures. Entirely thrilled. Pretty much entirely. Mostly. She has a few pointers, maybe. Make the time passes move from the Legacy playbook. Zhao is both back to normal and intensely invested in you and your Superboys, quote unquote, and sets out to make you the next hottest thing in teen super teams. Figure out what you're going to call yourselves. She will not accept, I don't know, and take influence over the internet for a few days. On a miss, you still get to pick one, but your parents got into power school just to check to see how the semester's going. And you're not exactly grounded, except you can't do anything. or go out until they check to make sure all your homework is turned in for the next 3 days, or go on dates or go to parties at all, maybe ever. And studying with friends is kind of, it would just be better if it were here, Chica. Also, tell us how Silas's whole vibe for the last month has been really weird. So you get that last thing.
Yeah, I was like, oh no. Yeah, so I just get the last thing, or do I also
You get to pick one of the above plus the power school, semi sort of academically grounded.
Kind of not really good,
And,
yeah.
and how was the vibe with Silas? Kind of weird since he got powers.
Yeah.
Sean thought he dodged
I was like, I
the
did
A
so
bullet?
good.
he rolled so good that he dodged the relationship weirdness, but no.
That's what I was saying. I was like, thanks for the add-on, Joyce.
From the guy's
I
point
saw
of
that.
it's I'm not saying that this is true to life, but the guy thinks that the relationship's going fine, and the girl's kind of like, I don't know, it seems a little weird.
Yep,
Everything.
that's accurate.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go with the first one with the monkeys and like the bracelet thing, just because I think that's pretty fun.
That transposes you to the galactic polycule.
I don't know what that means, but yes.
You don't want Zhao being your PR manager for the new team?
Look,
What
Mitzi
that?
doesn't like to be perceived. Mitzi doesn't like being perceived. That's the thing.
Fair.
She's
That
like,
makes
I don't-
sense.
That's gonna make Silas's little side project that he's had going on really awkward.
Also,
What's he been doing?
Do Mitzi's parents now know
That
about
she's
the thing?
That they're dating?
No. That you're
Oh.
a superhero. Jesus.
no. Missy's parents definitely do not know.
No.
Grandma knows.
Yeah.
Abuela knows.
I thought you were talking about the dating thing. I was like, I don't know about that one either.
See, the whole do they know she has superpowers? That's at the God know level.
Huh?
And are they dating? That's at the oh no level. That's at any point, at any rate, it doesn't feel a lot like you're dating just recently because every night has been kind of, not that you can't see her. It's just it ends up being a lot of study dates at the
At the house.
at the dining room table.
I actually kind of have an idea of how the weirdness between Mitzi and Silas is, Sean, if you're okay with this. Like, I was just thinking because he's into his new powers and he's getting all this PR press, he's getting really into it.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like putting her on the back burner, or at least she feels like she's being put on the back burner a little bit.
And
I felt like that was inevitable when like this whole
Yeah.
thing started. Like it's absolutely going to go to his head at least a little bit, as much as he doesn't want it to.
And there's a little bit of FOMO
Yeah.
too, because he's been like over at Aegis getting briefed, and he's been to the Exemplar Tower a couple of times, and you're not, because you're like, I got to get this other stuff caught up. And there may be a little bit of Silas like actually kind of blowing off school a little bit, so like you really can't blow it off, and he's actually making time for this stuff by totally just maybe not doing some of what.
In turn, not really making time for me, like for her, like.
I mean, he's pretty good about that, but like it's hard to have him over for a study date when he's not really looking at the books at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Or he's like scrolling. He's like scrolling through, and he's got some stuff going on his computer he doesn't want you to see. And I love the idea of her going, I don't want to be
Is he taking his phone into the bathroom?
I don't want to be perceived. And then there's this whole folder on Silas's phone that's like running counter to that.
What? So yeah, I think that's pretty much what it is.
The look, because I absolutely think that you guys need to pull the trigger on that before the exemplars are introduced. That's probably why they haven't done it yet, because they're waiting for you guys to get your.
Our name.
Okay. So here's the scene, because I love you guys so much, especially Sean.
Okay.
it's it's study night. And you're actually like she really wants to get everything done because you're gonna go out to the big mall and I'll wait till he gets. I'll wait. You good? You do your thing.
Do I have time to go get another cup of coffee?
Yes. In fact,
Okay, fantastic.
let's just take 5 real quick. Because I want
Taking
to.
5.
I'm
Look
gonna
at that.
grab.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry,
gonna
I'll be
grab.
right back.
No, it's cool. I'm gonna grab coffee and all that good stuff.
Ideas
I'm gonna
that
try to
are
find
good.
another place to hide.
Okay.
Did you try that little closet under the dormer?
No,
I'm not
okay.
going underneath that closet.
Hey, Mo, there's an urn in there that looks like it contains human ashes. You stay away from that closet.
there's
Ooh, body scrub.
It's a layup.
Oh, like when you showed it earlier, it looked like an urn because I couldn't see the top wiring. I thought it was literally an urn with and I was like, no, 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 do not go in there. I have seen too many movies.
I know,
Mom,
it's
it's
bad.
so good to see you. I missed you.
I
I'm
miss you
giving
too.
I'm giving you long distance hugs.
I got so many hugs this weekend. It was so nice.
Good.
I got to see all the
I
people.
That's fantastic.
I also got a massive zit, so that's why I'm wearing this.
That's fine. I had to go help a friend move out of her apartment because her abusive ex, like she was like, "I'm done. I'm finally moving out," and I was like, "Hell yeah, get out of there. You got this." She's like, "I'm afraid though," and I was like, "I'm big and scary. Bring me. Like I'll go." So I just showed up and stood outside of his bedroom with his door open, with him in there, just standing there looking terrifying, like the whole time as she was getting all of her stuff out, and. I have never felt more powerful in my life than when like a 6'1", like 225-pound dude is just like sitting in his computer chair, like cowering away from me. Cause I am not I'm not a tall man, but I'm not like short. I'm just I'm like an oversized dwarf. Like from like Lord of the Rings. Like imagine just Gimli, just, slightly taller.
Yeah.
So I was just standing there looking terrifying, and I just like had this face the whole time. That's it. That's all I did. I did not say anything. I did not do anything. I just existed.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What was that? I'm sorry.
I said I'm out of here.
Okay.
Yeah, I sealed up some stuff in her.
Okay.
It looked like the leak was through the front of the building though.
No, not through the window, but through like the wall.
Yeah, it looks like it's a lot of missing border in between the bricks, a lot of compromised areas behind the window. I sealed as much as I can in there. Ultimately, he might need to repoint them bricks with some mortar though. All of that's falling out.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
I'm not the one running the Airbnb, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, I know, Rich. Yeah. I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna call him right after this update. I'm gonna let him know. I can't put any spackle on that ceiling. I'm let it dry out a little bit more. So we can check it out tomorrow. So I might not be here by the time I do that. So I'm just gonna let that dry out, come back, hit it, spackle it, and paint it. But he might be balling on that.
Yeah. All right.
But that was it.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes. That was weird.
I was not muted. I'm so sorry.
No, you don't need to apologize. Anyway, it made me happy that's I got to do that this last week and just look and I was like,
bulldog energy just like
I was like, oh, so this is what I'm supposed to do as a scary man is be scary for the right people. Got it. Okay, I can do this.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's funny because I feel like you know me, so you're like, you're not scary at all, Andrew. Shut up.
You're not. But like,
I'm not. I'm the least terrifying person in the world. Cause I'm like, I don't want to hurt anybody. I just want to give people hugs. And I'm like, people who see me are like, oh, it's a bald bearded white man with jeans and military boots. Let's just go to the other side of the street now. I'm like, that's a fair reaction.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go get some coffee. I would share if I could.
Like maybe take my spot back.
Good.
I might be able to take my spot back downstairs in the living room. We'll see.
Reclaim it.
I don't watch me fall down the stairs. Just like here, let me just show you all this.
Please don't hurt yourself.
Look at this bullshit. Just. Bye. Thank you. I made it.
Joyce, I just have to say I love your shirt. I don't know if you can hear me or not.
I can hear it, and thank you.
It took me so long to understand what it was, and I was like, what is that?
Web security nerd, I guess. It's the
Yeah.
joke, right?
Yep. Oh.
Where is my Discord? All right.
Guess who now knows how to make pozole from scratch, everybody?
Mm.
I got to help one of my friend's mom. She was like, hey, come over. We're going to do like a Christmas pozole night, like before Christmas. We want to have everybody over. And I was like, oh, cool. Well, do you guys need anything? She was like, well, I could use some help in the kitchen because nobody's going to be home that day. I was like, well, I have the day off. Like, I'll come hang out. And so she just taught me her entire recipe for pozole.
That's awesome.
And I am so excited to try it out. Because it is, and it's spicy too, but not like overly spicy. Like, it's spicy enough that you're like, ooh, okay. But it doesn't hit you immediately. Like, you get all the taste and the flavor, and then it starts building up and creeping up on you. And it's
nice.
I'm very excited.
I dig it. Sean's doing work on his character in here, getting it done.
Nice. So I want sometime in this month, one day, like on a weekend, I feel like Caleb would just show up at Mitzi's house and just be like, can I use your kitchen to make something? And just be like, please, I will cook for literally everybody in your family. I haven't baked in a month. I'm itching.
That'll be funny. That'll be great. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put Sean on the spot here a little bit.
What's
I
up?
mean,
Do it.
What I'm thinking is that, and this the big presser conference thing is coming up, and you haven't. I don't know whether it's a vibe or you just haven't been confident enough in it or something, but the idea that you like this is the you've got to bite the bullet and talk to Mitzi about the suits.
Like the press, like the
Well,
PR people.
No, that one folder,
Oh yeah.
and kind of go, okay, so we need to. I need to get your. It's getting kind of critical here, and I need to get to. We need to work this out before this thing that's coming up with the exemplars, which I'm not 100% sure that anybody's really.
Like, you think I said yes to it without talking to everybody else?
I mean,
Because I do need to clear insecure. So.
oh, that's perfect. And now you're left having to try to sort it out with people. And you're like, Perry will be
Sean,
fine.
did you mark potential for that fail, by the way?
Mark potential for what?
For the fail, the 6.
My fail that.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Thank you.
See what Perry could do for his. I need to look at a couple of the team moves here for. Oh, you know what? I wonder if there isn't a. No, it's in the Aegis book. What are you doing? It's out there on the console. What are you doing, man? Okay.
you stepped away and the door is just. It
Yep.
was the funniest thing I've seen in a very long time. I'm easily amused, guys.
Yeah. No, he's. Anyway. All right. Doobie 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 doo.
By the way, Caleb or Andrew, I heard what you said earlier about the kitchen.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's 100% a thing. He's just gonna get a text. Hey. So you know how I can't get into the sanctuary?
Help me.
Do I know that?
He doesn't. You do now.
And you're currently the only
And
one.
she's gonna just send out like question marks. She's like question.
Can I borrow your kitchen to bake something?
And then she's gonna dot dot dot. Wait, where are you even staying? Question mark.
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
No, I want the answer to that. So where are you even staying?
You know, nowhere special, just around.
Oh my god.
Caleb.
These are so good.
Yes.
Do you need a place to stay?
Do
We have
I
a guest room.
Do I need a place to stay? No. Would I prefer a place to stay other than my death abandoned office? Then yeah, that would be.
Do you like type it out all in like one little clump together? I think she's like, she gives you like the eyes, like.
It sends a picture back of her glaring, and I'm like,
Come over, get your stuff, come over. I'm gonna tell. I'll let Abuela know, and Abuela can bring it to the parents.
Nice.
Okay. Abuela's just like, no, he's staying here. Your parents would be like, what? She's like, no, that wasn't a question, that was a warning.
That's why she's going to Abuela instead of her own parents. Because she can do that.
Yep. That's great.
Oh, this is gonna be an interesting couple weeks.
Now they're gonna have 6 kids in the house.
I mean, what's one more at that point?
It's 5 kids and then a random white boy. It'll be great.
Plus Mark, and I'm rocking with Mark because he's rocking with us.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I did that video the other day. We were actually
I
all
saw
sitting
that.
downstairs, and you saw that?
Yeah.
We had our own Mark.
Oh my
My friend
god,
Katie.
that's fantastic.
Yeah, and at least Mom, I think Mom will love you because you're like cooking in the kitchen, and she's like, she's watching, but like she appreciates.
Your dad would just be like, I don't trust this kid. Like, I'll leave it alone, but I don't have to like it.
Maybe Abuela's teaching how to make tortillas.
Ooh, there you go.
Scratch, yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah, Dad's, you know, he wants things a certain way, but at the same time, he's also very frequently unwilling or unable to go up against Abuela.
So here's the real question, though: is Abuela his mother
No,
that
it's
raised
his mother-in-law.
him?
It's his mother-in-law.
That makes it. See, that's just I love that even more because that means that he's grown to love her so much that he's like, I can't. Like over the years, and that's fantastic. That just shows he's got a soft side, and that makes me happy.
Yeah. What are we? Are you looking something up, Joyce, or?
Yeah, I'm almost there.
Oh man, because I was gonna say I sent you something in the private DM. I DM'd you something.
You slid into his DMs.
Ah, man, this makes me happy. And we got to switch this around though. There we go. All right, I'm good. So, so it's study time, and you know it's when you come over for the study dates or whatever, it's further compounded by the fact that apparently now Caleb's around, which is fine. Caleb's great, but you know.
Oh yeah, Caleb's okay. I'm really looking like you guys study with me.
But on the upside,
on the upside,
this whole conversation with Mitzi might go smoother if Caleb's there. So, because you could always count on his enthusiasm. He thought foolishly.
So what's the scene?
Well, first of all, clear that one condition.
Clear and secure.
Clear and secure. And so we're at the dining. Ooh, wait! I can get to the dining room table here.
How far after the fight are we at this point?
So we're like a month.
Is it like 2 weeks?
No, it's like a month.
Oh,
it's like a month
okay.
or even a little bit more. Here, where is? There we go. I gotta get mom and dad out of here.
Get out of here.
So yeah, dining room table being used as a study area. Caleb puttering around back out in the kitchen. Talking with Abuela. You know, he comes in and out.
Just literally place plates of food in front of both of you randomly. Don't even say anything.
Yep.
And leave.
Doing random things. Shut up, it's tapas. It's fine. And you're working on the homework, and the goal here is like there's supposed to be a big kind of like this is like tomorrow is Friday. One more good push through, and then shopping, and you can say you're totally wrapped up on. You only have one more week. It's finals. You're ready. You just have a few more things you need to get turned in. And you're pushing for this because it means that your folks have basically said like they'll just dial back here, through.
Once the semester's over?
Well, and also if you nail all the end of semester stuff, then they're going to feel a lot better about next semester. You think it's going to, you'll have gotten through this thing. They're just concerned about this end of semester stuff.
Yeah.
So, Silas is here hanging out, doing his thing, or not. He's got a laptop open.
Mitzi's doing math because that's her worst subject. It's like the math homework. So she's like struggling so hard.
Wait, we have math together, don't we?
Yeah.
I'm just screaming answers from the kitchen.
And I feel like it doesn't help that Silas is like frequently distracting her from her work by being like, "Hey, so I was thinking about like this thing," and it's all like the superhero PR stuff that she just doesn't want to think about right now.
Because
wait, is this how you tell her that the superhero PR is happening?
Oh, did I? Oh, no. So I think I offhand mentioned I think what happens is actually I probably got a call and I was like trying to be like in the other room about it and be like, "Oh yeah. Well, I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you about the thing."
And it was clearly like,
really good time.
Yeah, I'll get back to you. No, I'll talk to everybody. It'll be fine. Like you can't. I will. I'll talk to him. And it's clearly he gets off the phone kind of like, so what was that? Because it was clearly about all y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What was that call about?
So you know how we just did the big save the world thing, and that was kind of a big deal.
I mean, was it saving the world really? Like we were just stopping those jerkwads from attacking innocent beings.
Well, it got some attention.
Well, and Caleb's mom too.
That does.
The whole thing with Caleb's mom. Sentinel Plaza's back, and they're basically crediting that to you guys.
Yeah, so the media has done their thing that they do, or they kind of put a spin on it. And so the exemplars kind of told us that we should like go and talk to the press about it, and they want to like make us, I guess, like their JV team. And
wait, they want us to talk to the press?
And to make it really clear, Silas might be projecting just a little bit about the make us their JV team thing. That might
absolutely is.
She's not focusing on that. She's talking about speaking publicly in front of a crowd.
I know. And everybody kind of goes, well, not everybody. I certainly go in cycles where it's like I am totally tuned into all the news and stuff, and then there's other times where like I just can't be bothered, and I have just ignored all parts of the internet that have to do with updates about the world, right? So I think Mitzi's definitely in that mode where it's like I'm not even paying attention to what the world is saying about what we did because I have homework and I'm going to be
too busy being grounded.
Yeah, too busy being grounded.
Yeah.
So don't be mad. But
why?
I might have said that we would all make an appearance at some point.
Silas.
It's a thing because like, you know, we're making it in the big leagues now, and I know it's like not really your forte to like talk to people, but like I can do all the talking if you need me to. You have a mask on, nobody even know.
I know, but like I don't. I never wanted to do this for the fame or anything like that. I just wanted to. I had the powers, might as well do something with it, you know?
I know. And look.
And she's obviously like, instead of like picking her finger, she's actually twisting her pencil and like, because she has that instead of her hands.
I know, and I know that this isn't really what you had in mind. It's not what I had in mind either. A month ago, I didn't even have superpowers, but this is just kind of.
I know.
Aside, this lets us do what we want to be able to do better, right? Because if we talk to people and we get people to trust us, then we can be afforded the opportunity to make a difference and make a change. It's all kind of just part of the game they want us to play. And I know it's not the best thing, and I know it's not ultimately what we want to do, but it just kind of goes along with it.
And Caleb, you are absolutely catching bits and pieces of this. Partly, you were like totally into your kitchen stuff, except you turn around for more advice, and Abuela is clearly eavesdropping on all of it. And you start to ask her something, she's like, just.
I'm gonna literally just be like, Abuela, I have a phone that can record this, so you can read it later. I'm gonna go interrupt for a second. I have snacks. I'm gonna walk in to the bench and just be like, okay, I brought snacks. Now, what is this, Silas, about some PR?
And you see Mitzi like sort of like really anxious, just like twisting the pencil, like just like twirling it in her fingers, like and just looking down and like.
I mean, the angle here might be a comfort and support kind of a thing to get her more confident about it, but I don't know how Silas is wanting to approach this thing. One of the other possible options is a provoke. I mean, you know, you do you.
So I wanted to come in and talk to Silas about something because I was like, hey, so I hear something about a PR thing, Silas. What's this? We have to go to Exemplar Tower and talk to people now?
Yeah, a little bit, but it's more for like just, you know, the press than anything else. And we just gotta do this thing and basically be like, hey, we're the good guys, right? And kind of tell them that so that they know when we show up in the future that, like, you know, we can do stuff.
Did you already agree to this?
I didn't not agree to it.
Okay. So you're my friend, and I'm going to do this, but you don't get tacos. And I'm going to take the taco plate away and walk away.
That's fair.
I'm just going to be like, I'm just going to eat the tacos, like...
Angrily eats tacos.
I have to be near all the exemplars, and I'm not a fan of them right now.
Yeah, I was like here, not
I understand. And look, let me make this clear too. This is not going to become us being buddy with the exemplars, because I think we're all on the same page there. The only person that I'm talking to right now is Oya, because when we were there, she's the only person I got a good vibe from. And I made it very clear to her that we're still going to be our own team, and we're still going to call our own shots. This is all strictly for the paper and the news and whatnot.
I'm gonna do it. I just don't have to be happy about it in this moment.
I'm not happy about it either, but if I'm gonna try and be some kind of leader or whatever the hell Perry said, sometimes that means making decisions and dragging everybody, myself included, kicking and screaming across the finish line.
I think Mitzi's been really quiet during this whole conversation that these two have been having. And
Abuela is lurking. You can feel her.
Yeah, and I think Mitzi asks her, like, can you not, like, sends her a mental, like, message, like, can you? I think she's gonna be like, what do you think?
I am not.
No, I like your opinion. Like,
I think that if you don't ever talk for yourself, then people will talk for you, or they will talk about you. And we don't worry about what people say about us, but it's no good, especially for someone like you. Oh God, what was her nickname for you? I lost it again.
Mimi.
It's
Mimi.
It's especially not good for you, Mimi, to have other people talking for you. You need to be a voice for yourself, because there isn't anybody else out there that can talk for you unless you want Blackbird to talk for you.
Wait, who's Blackbird? Oh, why would Blackbird be talking for me?
No reason. I just as an example, just.
Abuela?
We'll talk later about that. We'll talk later about that. It's just sometimes I spent a lot of time with my team letting everybody else have all the good time in front of the camera, and I just smile and wave because it was the time. But it doesn't have to be that time. And maybe it's time that you do more than smile. We do more than smile and wave. Not you. We do more than smile and wave. And who else can be you?
So many people. So many thoughts. You know, I can hear everything, and I hate it.
Yes, but you don't have to. You're not doing it right now.
I mean, like a small murmur for everybody else right now.
Sure. But, I mean, at least this way, what they're murmuring is repeating what you said instead of repeating what somebody said about you. And then you have to hear it 50, 60 times. 500, 600 times. 70. How many do you hear? Because I don't hear it like... I think you hear more than I ever did. It just may be time.
Probably.
I'm not saying I'm not saying you need a name and for the team and you everything, but it would be nice. I could have a poster on my wall like a
Abuela.
You could be like
if you're looking at her.
If you don't show up, it's just going to be the three of them, and people think I have a boy band up on my wall. That's no good.
And I think if you're like looking, if anybody looks at her, she's kind of like smiling.
Yeah, no. At this point in time, she's just taking the piss. At this point in time,
I want to know who's in Abuela's bedroom to see the poster.
Scarlet Songbird. But I think that I think at this point we're all picking up on what's happening, and we're just like, that's their business.
I'm just gonna throw a taco at Silas and be like, next time ask.
Oh, are we looped into this? Because I'm gonna be like,
no, Perry.
Did you with Mitzi?
Plugging my ears and humming a song.
What you would have missed? No, this is probably not something Perry would have. So
I'm in space.
There's a study party, study group, study date at Mitzi's place, but also Caleb sort of got forcibly invited to Mitzi's house while he's homeless. So he's been learning how to cook from Abuela while they're like studying and stuff like that. And Silas sort of was like,
Learning how
"Hey,
to do
so
things with chorizo that he didn't even know was possible.
hey, so the exemplars kind of want us to, or rather Aegis, or rather everybody sort of wants us to do like a presser where the exemplars sort of officially introduce us and stuff. And like, did you say yes? Like, well, I didn't say no, and it's sort of soon, and
Then I took his tacos.
and then Caleb took his tacos away. You don't get tacos if you don't ask.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess at this point she'll just do like, okay, all right, let's
You know, I always look after
talk
you,
to
right?
the press.
I'll make sure it goes okay.
I'll teach you the wave. It'll be great. I'll teach you the wave.
The wave.
She's
Yeah, I
she's
don't need to know the.
You show her. She calls. No, Abuela calls from the room. Show her the costumes.
I am 100% gonna like say out loud to Abuela, "You know about us?" Like I'm gonna turn to her because she just said that about the costumes. I'm like, you know.
No, she doesn't know you.
No. This boy, you're very smart. You're very cute. You're not very. I'm one of the first telepaths this world ever had. What do you think? Of course, I know about you. Also, I am a terrible snoop, and I am very protective of my granddaughter. So I check out everybody, even kind of looks at her sideways.
I bet
That's
she could run
reasonable.
your childhood home too.
Also,
Please don't.
Also, you've been here for like 2 weeks, and you don't have a filter that I've been able to detect. So
I don't have a filter just by asking me stuff.
that's fair. But yeah, she calls from the room. Show him the suits that you have.
Show them the suits.
He keeps thinking about them.
Wait.
Very loudly.
And then Mitzi's gonna look at, because Mitzi is like has known to like tune out the boys just because she's like, I'm gonna respect their privacy and not like listen. So she's learned like how to like put walls up for them, and she's gonna look at someone like, what?
Okay.
I think that what we would get in the comics is a quick flashback to Birthright having the initial conversation with Oya and basically saying, these are my terms. You know, we do well as a team, and we're gonna, keep doing things the way we've been doing them because that's how things have worked. We're not gonna become some kind of PR, circus sideshow. We're gonna be us. And if you want to put cameras on that, that's fine. And one more thing, I want new costumes. And he pulls them out and he shows all of you, and then it flashes forward to I'm gonna drop it in the game chat now.
Oh, here, just look over and
there you go.
Well, I kind of can't because I'm not my phone, so
hold on.
I was like, I can text you a picture.
Is there definitely the outtake from like Wolverine hopping over the fence and what's his name breaking character and going, I can't actually walk in
this hits the newspaper stands the following week if you look at the game.
Oh, that's so bitchin'. I love it.
We're getting him to you, Mo.
If you look in the Discord chat.
Oh, you got it in Discord chat?
Look,
oh my god!
I love the color scheme.
Oh my god! Good. I didn't even see the comic. That's so good. That's so fucking good.
Whoa.
I thought mine was funny because I slapped it together
Yours
2 seconds ago, but that's...
Did he get more buff? Did Silas get more buff?
Yes, Silas definitely got more buff.
He absolutely did.
Even that Dingo's email is like, Birthright has been working out.
Yeah.
He's been working on his like the what was the thing from Friends? Joey Tribbiani. It's like first of all, look like you got a fish hook
Wait, can
caught.
y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't hear y'all. I don't know why. That's so weird.
And
Do my headphones go out?
hello.
Also, Birthright, because everyone was complaining about it with the new suit, begrudgingly got rid of the cape.
You know, that yellow band across the shoulders like deploys a cape, but only when he's flying. Like, that's so good.
My headphones disconnected. That's why I was like, I can't hear anybody.
Can you
So
hear
it
us
went quiet
now?
for like 2 minutes. So like, yeah.
I was just saying that
I really
Birthright
dig how the color scheme came together. That's really nice.
Dingoes was saying something about like Birthright's been working out. Yeah, he has gotten more. He's got that classic. Was it Joey Tribbiani? It's like, yeah, what you need to do is look like you have a fish hook caught in your eyebrow, but you like it.
What?
The cocked eyebrow thing that he's got going on in the comic book, like the.
Oh my gosh! I just noticed you used the new they had that update with like, here's all these round weapons, and so Perry's totally holding a portal. I love it. That's so cool.
Got the ring on, got all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb still has the starfish eyes, but honestly, it's going to be like 5 or 6 issues before the artists give up the, the actual factual accuracy is like, yeah, but he's cooler with the eyes.
I'm 100% just going to make Perry make me holographic contact lenses that change my eyes to look like that when I go into, like, I change into my suit.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Because also, I really miss Bill and Ted, like, a lot. And so they're like that's my like connection to them.
So I'm a little confused though. So do you still have any powers?
Nope.
Well, not that
I know of.
No, this has been a month. The teacher's been working with you on the God, what is his name? We need his superhero
director.
Is the deviant skill set like get high and fuck shit up? Like I don't know how that works. Like,
well,
his name's Stevens.
I haven't really read it.
Yeah, it was Stevens.
It's
but like, his superhero name, I really actually did like the Lilac Wizard. Like, I really did like that.
All right.
Because that just fits. That just tracks.
Yep. But basically, the wizard is coaching you, and you are figuring some stuff out. No, that you haven't really unveiled it to the team because you're feeling a little bit whatever. Also, it's not super predictable yet. It may never be
predictable.
Well,
I'm just picturing the Spider-Man montage where he's trying to figure out the web, and then you get the shot of the teenage boy with white goo all over his bedroom.
Yep.
Yeah. He's there's a lot of coaching. There's a lot of like the him haranguing you about having focus, and it's like, no, you can't. It isn't you. No, the whole thing where you're like just kind of, I just let it go. That doesn't work. That's how the old thing worked. You were basically a floodgate holding crap back, and now you have to make a thing happen. It has to be. It's not just cutting loose. It's making a thing. And actually, we get a little screen. Actually, there's a lovely little flashback here. It's like the light comes on in eyes. He goes, Wait. You bake stuff. I have an idea. And because he had to figure out creation with you, like how to
manifest.
Did we finish our scene, or are we still in the
No, we're just bouncing all over the place because we're terrible. So yeah, he's got the screen up, he's got like the landscape of the comic. At least I acknowledge that we're bad. He's got the landscape, or sorry, the portrait of the comic up on the phone.
Whoa.
Perry's a little bit out of the loop on this, but eventually, or maybe Perry already knows. I don't know. I halfway feel
we're doing purple and yellow this time. Oh, that's cool.
I have this feeling that Birthright's like
We were teal and orange once. I mean, I wasn't mad about it. It was fine. You know.
I have this feeling that Silas is kind of like, I need to make sure that you know that Caleb and Mitzi are going to be okay with this, and I've got to have this conversation. It's going to be awkward. What about Perry? Oh, Perry will be fine. He'll roll with it. It'll be fine. Like
Yeah.
it isn't even a worry.
Yeah, he's like,
Anyway,
Yeah, I think Mitzi's just like, oh, those are good. Those look great.
very flattering suit.
I wanted to. I thought purple was a good color. I know that you like purple, and also I'm kind of trying to.
I mean, I wear purple because of Abuela, honestly.
I know, and I'm kind of trying to get on Abuela's good side.
I love it. This is a very excellent idea to get on my good side. She calls from the other room.
You really need to learn how to block her. I taught you.
I wouldn't make that the highest priority. I think there are other things you need to worry about.
I think that she's right. Why don't we go to the mall and just kind of take a load off?
Okay. I'm grounded, remember?
I love that a superhero is grounded.
The next tomorrow, you're gonna have once everything is in tomorrow. You're gonna be good. Tomorrow night, tomorrow after school, Mallapalooza. Not that any of you guys would ever say it that way, but
So I want to do something for the family because they've been so kind in letting me stay here, and I'm making shepherd's pozole for dinner.
Shepherd's pozole.
Is it shepherd pie with pozole?
Yes. So instead of beef stew, you take just thickened pozole, and then you put mashed potatoes with cheese on top, and then you sprinkle spices and stuff like that on the mashed potatoes, and then you melt the cheese, and then you cook it that way.
Hey, Doyce, I bet spicy mashed potatoes sounds really good right now.
I'm okay.
This is like, shut up, Andrew.
I'm okay.
I mean, that sounds like a great idea, though.
That actually does sound really good.
No, it does. It does. I at the same time, first thought is like, so we're taking pozole and we're white boying it, and possibly accidentally making it awesome, but also totally white boying it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's a fusion.
It's a fusion.
You should open a shepherd's pozole truck.
It's gonna be one of those.
That could be our new bus. It's a food truck.
We have the bus.
We just turned the bus into a food truck.
But also,
just on one side.
I didn't know buses could get any longer. we need a room for the kitchen. Yeah. Now our bus has like it's an articulated school bus.
What were you saying, Sean?
I was just gonna say, again, I'm pretty well decided that I'm going with the protege, and part of that is I got to choose up to 3 resources my mentor gave me and the team. So if we want a new thing to travel around that's a little more fitting to a team, that can be arranged.
Nice.
That is good stuff.
And 10 points to whichever house figures out what song I was just singing.
Yeah. So Mitzi's gonna.
Mitzi's gonna what?
Go ahead, Mitzi.
We're gonna stop
Mitzi's gonna
stepping.
be like, we're tomorrow. We can go to the mall tomorrow. I gotta finish my homework. But if you need to go now, you're more than welcome to head out.
All right, you two boys out. It's girl time now. Everybody out. You do your thing. Yeah, Caleb, you can come back later, but we're shushing you out now.
Felt really awkward.
Shush.
Oh, I wasn't really kicking Cam. Okay,
I am.
Okay.
I am. Also, you two, you are very bad. You talk about things that you're not supposed to talk about when your parents are around. Your parents are going to be home in 2 minutes. So,
yes.
So.
I have a feeling that
Oh my
Perry is
God.
the only teenage boy who just never thinks about standard teenage boy stuff. So
Yes, that's accurate.
nobody would be worried about putting the filter up there because there's never anything like, oh, I didn't want to picture them like that.
No,
Yeah.
no. Abuela stopped spying on you a long time ago because you're just.
Yeah. I think Mitzi's gonna be like, as the guys are leaving, she's gonna have a moment and be like, "Oh my God, what did my parents find out I'm a superhero by this press release?"
That's not going to happen. That's what the face mask is. You're worried about.
I
You've
know,
been
but,
doing
like-
this with a costume.
But I haven't had the press on me.
They've been.
I haven't I've been mainly a purple
Mimi-
streak in the ear. That's about it.
Mimi, they've been talking about you for the last 3 weeks. All the ones you rescued from the very creepy. They keep saying Blood River. I'm really hoping that it was not literal, but with the trees and everything.
Amniotic fluid.
They don't show you in the space.
That's not better.
They don't show you in the space stuff very much, but everybody's talking about you know, the girl who
But
saved them all while the fight was going on, and it's not hard to figure out who was who. There's pictures of you saved the train, and they have pictures from that.
Yeah, but I was in costume then. I wasn't in
Yes.
costume going into space.
Oh, but they don't. Well, no, they don't. Like I said, they don't have pictures, and they do. There's a purple bubble. There's no pictures of you from up there.
true.
I mean, if there are, they didn't put any out there. Aegis isn't going to. They like secret identities, good and bad. They like secret identities because then
Okay.
they can make it seem like they can make it seem like you're in danger of losing your secret identity, and then they can talk you into things. Now, if that sounds a little negative, it's because I meant it a little negative. Aegis is fine, but you keep them at this distance at the minimum, and preferably out farther with telekinesis. You just hold them there. They're useful, but they're not. But they're not gonna. They want. Remember, I mean, they don't want to make things more complicated than it already is because now they have to deal with this. And if I understand things correctly, things are already pretty complicated with the exemplars already, so they're not trying to do it any worse. You did. You're doing fine.
Right,
You'll be fine.
Right. Okay. I'm just gonna go.
Mitzi's gonna go from Nova
Figure
to
out how to
Janice.
paper bag.
Like that's gonna be her big move.
I'm just gonna go into the sky and scream a little bit. It's fine.
That's fair.
It's the perfect spot for it because in
You do
space,
it.
no one
I'm
can
just
hear
gonna
you scream.
stay into the atmosphere and just scream.
Can't tell. It's
Okay,
somebody in the neighborhood is
yeah.
screaming, but it sounds like it's up. It doesn't make any sense. Weird. So weird. All right.
Somebody mounted a Bluetooth speaker on a drone.
Something.
What?
The screaming is coming from the sky. What? Anyway. All right.
So, Abuela kicked me and Silas out, right?
You guys are basically outside, like on the street, on the sidewalk or something. Silas got the motorcycle, but you guys are kind of out there. I'm giving you guys a moment while Abuela and Mitzi are having a moment before the parents roll up.
You're just gonna like walk and be like, "Hey, Silas, you wanna see something cool?"
Sure.
Want to see something really scary?
I'm gonna focus on the recipes that the Lilac Wizard has taught me to utilize my new powers, and I want to just create a little magical construct that's just a little like a shield, like a kite shield, like just right in front of me using it, and just be like, check it out.
Is it a kite shield, but the hard surface looks like the caramelized top of creme brulee?
No, it's not literal food stuff. No, it's
I don't know how you're. I mean, maybe it did last week.
I feel like if I'm correct, he's using the recipes as like an arcane focus almost.
Yeah,
a way
this
of
is the
a
thing
way of
that-
thinking about making the
That's really
thing.
great.
Yes.
So
Got
the
it.
recipes are kind of like the somatic or verbal components, and the ring is the focus itself.
Right.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So I'm just like, check it out. I think you can punch it. Try it. Hide behind it. Like,
Hit it. Like no, really hit it.
let's go. If you don't punch it, I'm gonna run into you.
All right, he's like, just remember, you asked for this, and he winds back.
Prepare this time.
Yeah, and he gives it a big old whopping.
Ooh, the moon.
This sounds like exactly like a teenage boy thing. I got this new toy. Let's try it.
But it's 100% because he's got a magical shield, and I now have super strength. It's like he hits it, and there's like the big shockwave that like emanates from out, and it like shatters all of the windows on the block. And we're like, oh shit, we should probably get out of here.
And I want to say that that Caleb skids back on his feet just like perfectly until he hits the one little chunk of sidewalk that's raised because of the tree root, and that's what finally stops him. It's like,
Right.
In case anyone's wondering, Caleb's superior, where he does planning and forward thinking and stuff, is locked at a -2.
Amazing.
Makes so
that is
sense.
perfect, and I love it.
But no, it's, I tell you what, Caleb, do me a favor and roll Unleash Your Powers.
Fantastic. I don't know what that is
You roll
right
freak.
now.
Roll
Freak.
freak.
Oh yeah, no, I just don't know what my.
I can't
Oh,
wait
it is
to see what it is.
sweet.
It's good. It's good. It's good. You've been getting training.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Should be Savior. That'd be funnier. But
8.
all right. So yeah, you take it and you do like it's basically the full down the street skid kind of thing. It doesn't blast everything. It does leave like peel out trails on the sidewalk where your shoes are at.
The bottom of your docks are just flat.
They ground down like to a flat. There's a couple of patches that are smooth now. But you get down to the end, you're like, and the last little bit you've got to release by like basically letting the shield fall and just letting the rest of the energy expend up. And you're like, oh, you kind of stumble back a couple steps, and you're back at the corner of the intersection, like the next street down, like at the corner where the curb is at. The curb is at on the curve, and you kind of stumble back a little bit. And as you step back, like headlights land on you from a car coming, like you're kind of coming back like this, and the lights hit you, and you recognize the car because it's Mitzi's folks. And you're like, hey, just kind of waving. I totally did not just expend a shield just out of your line of sight there. Totally cool. Kind of jog back over to Silas like, oh shit.
I'm just gonna jog back and be like,
Everybody be cool. It's the heat.
I was gonna say retrieving the appropriate GIF right now.
this is my. I love you guys.
They pull up along. They pull up like next to it. Window rolls down. Mom kind of leans. Silas, you're not staying for dinner?
I would love to. Would absolutely love to, but I got things I gotta do. There's midterms tomorrow, and I feel like I've successfully distracted your daughter enough.
I'm gonna elbow Silas in the ribs and just be like, finals, midterms already happened.
That's what I said the first time. And so I just need to go home and work on those.
The dance, tap dance, tap dance.
We stepped out so that Mitzi could concentrate.
What?
I made sure of that.
What he said. See, it was that.
Excellent. Well, we're sorry that we're not having you. I'm told that Caleb and my grandmother are doing supper. You did not have to do that. We do not need thank yous. We very much appreciate. We're happy to have you while you're What was this cover story that you're homeless for a little while, but won't be later?
Tell him.
What's that?
What did Abuela tell him? I have no idea. Literally, Caleb was just like, "Oh, I'm good to stay, cool," and didn't question it, didn't think about it, never crossed his mind
because
again.
what Mitzi told Abuela, pretty much told her everything. What happened?
Right.
So like, see what happened after we did that thing with the Blood River, quote unquote. He doesn't have powers anymore, and his place that he stayed was all his power stuff, and yeah.
I have to think about what this story is. I'm thinking of actually a pretty horrible. So the thing that's very simple is that there was water damage, and until it gets fixed, Caleb just needs a place to stay. And about 2 weeks into this happening, where everything is cool, and them talking about the water damage, you realize that neither one of your parents have asked, yeah, but where's his parents? Neither one of them have asked. And in fact, it has not occurred to them to ask. It has forcibly not occurred to them to ask. Abuela is keeping that question from occurring to them.
Bless her.
Yeah, bless her. Also, oh my God.
Let's just wall that off. Everything's going to be fine.
Where's the appropriate GIF at? I wanted to see this.
It's in the game chat.
It's in the game chat?
Oh God, let me see. Hold on.
So good.
Yeah. I like Dingo's comment here. That whiteboard we're letting live with us getting drunk with our daughter's boyfriend outside the house. That's good. Anyway, no, there's just it's gentle. It's classic teen boy horseplay. Almost seems reassuring to them. In any case, all right. So that's happening outside. They pull in. Dad doesn't really say anything. He isn't giving off like I don't like you vibes, Silas, but he's definitely like he doesn't particularly like being in the situation that he's in right now because his daughter's got, she's kind of half grounded. The new boyfriend. There's a whole lot of
I got a question.
Yes.
I got a question real quick.
Yeah.
With Silas getting these powers, has his body has his muscles gotten big? Like we see it,
Yes.
it looks
I think he's buffer. Yeah,
he's bricked up for sure.
Totally yoked, dude.
Yeah, he is bricked up for sure.
So her dad is just looking at this white boy who's just like built like a freight train and now and with his long red hair.
His hair's gotten. He's not pulling his hair back as much, and so yeah, he's definitely.
I think the real question is, how pissed off is the high school football coach that you're not going out for the team?
I know he's started wearing those
coach,
like
for that matter, yeah.
He started wearing those douchebag sleeveless hoodies, that dudes wear to work out.
I went to school with a couple of those guys.
It's gonna be amazing how many people look at him you're like, hey, how you doing? And Mitzi's gonna be like, oh my God, he's getting so much attention. They're such complete opposites. It's wild.
Just for the record, because this hurts me where I live, I had one of those hoodies when I was in high school. That was unironically purchased for me by my parents, and on top of everything else, it was one of the this is when somebody first thought this might be a good idea. So it was a zip up sleeveless hoodie with pockets.
Nice.
And
did you wear it with the fingerless lifting gloves?
And no, I never even wore. I don't remember even really wearing it.
Silas.
And God, you say you're not doing the star, but you are leaning in slightly into the. I'm becoming
he's totally a gym bro right now.
Yeah.
Real quick, parenthetically.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
No, what was that, Mitzi? I want to hear what that.
I was gonna say that. Sorry about the tangent. I just had to ask because I was just curious how Dad was reacting to like, and I was just curious like how if Silas' body changed at all, like in general.
Dad's reaction is, I mean, he took the measure of Silas the first time, and it was it was basically positive. He's getting some weird vibes right now because, channeling a little bit different physicality, different look. He seems to be a little bit more up his own ass a little bit. Is this all fair?
Fair. It's fair.
But again, I've said this before in other contexts, but it's true. It's like your first impression will last you. You have to spend some time undoing a first impression. Your first impression was, Dad's never going to love the boyfriend that he hasn't had to deal with in the past. This is the concept of boyfriend that he hasn't dealt with in the past. But you, generally, so he's giving you the benefit of the doubt where it's like, I don't love any of this, but I'm also aware that most teen boys, there's 80% of them I'm not going to like just because teen boy. But the 20% that isn't that, I generally like. And the rest of it's going to fluctuate until, he solidifies into what I was seeing already, or somebody that my daughter hopefully has the good sense to dump. So he's kind of reserving judgment, and as a result, he's just kind of taking a step back about the whole thing. I'm stealing this from my own dad, who was largely quiet about a number of douchebags that my sister dated during high school that he just kind of reserved judgment on until she came to her senses. I didn't. No, but anyway. So yeah, Dad's been the conversation. He tends to turn the conversation to school stuff whenever the Silas topic comes up, I will say. Perry. Oh, okay. So actually, I'm going to switch this back around to Silas again for a hot second too. So having had this conversation and now gotten back to your safe house, you do kind of need to let Perry know the plan. What's that look like?
I think I sent him a quick text, and it says, let's see. I think it says, we're getting a little bit more attention. ... And I also send the screenshot of the comic, and I say details on the press to follow.
Right on. I have an idea that
just distract him with the
my thought earlier was that Perry would like be clued into this on a back channel in his brain, but then absolutely forget when the presser is and show up like as it's starting by like walking through a portal onto the stage with everybody, like, hey. Sorry.
That's great. That's perfect.
That's good.
But you absolutely get the text that I said earlier. Is like, oh, sweet, we're going purple and yellow this time. That's awesome.
We're big Vikings fans.
I love the disturbing of like there's that thought of like, what does he mean this time? What does he always mean when he says stuff like that?
Right. I'm realizing now.
This time.
Or I guess Baltimore Ravens, which is more acceptable a little bit, I guess.
I mean,
Ooh.
Sure. It's a football team. It's fine.
Yay, sports.
Yay, sports. We're doing like a pick what teams are going to win thing that we're being like, it's enforced fun at work, and we have to do like these groups of 4.
Enforced fun.
It's all like it's been split into teams, and everybody's in groups of 4, and we have to pick who's going to win every week. And they made me the cat. They just arbitrarily picked who was going to be the leader for each group, and that has to be the person who has to log in. So I have to do this, participate in this every week, because I'm the one for my group, just randomly. And they're trying to get my opinion on stuff. I'm like, literally the last time that I watched a football game all the way through from start to finish, John Elway was playing. and winning. And,
Oh, you're from Colorado, right? So that's the last time you guys cared about football.
well, no, there was I will get into that at some other point, but there was a series of 4 or 5 years of very deep, very, very enthusiastic fantasy football. At which point in time, I literally burned out on it so hard I just can't even look at it anymore.
That's fair.
Anyway,
Y'all, I'm very sorry. I have to. My dad just got here. I
No
have
problem.
to hop off.
You do the thing.
And I'm gonna throw a quick thing in here, which I was gonna interrupt with earlier, and it is I love the new costumes in the park thing, and this is how it looked on mine. I just threw it in the game chat. So that's my screenshot. Just look where the team things ended up on Perry. I just love the inappropriate censoring.
In the game chat?
I love you all. I threw it up in the game chat, hopefully. Okay. Yep, I got to go. Okay.
All right.
Love you all.
Off we go. Bye.
Bye.
I'm
not seeing where he put it.
Perry's doing Perry stuff.
I don't see where
Perry's doing Perry stuff.
If anybody
Yeah,
figures
I
out
don't see where he put it.
if anybody figures out where he put it, let me know. But I don't know. Anyway,
I don't see anything. Yeah.
he can send it again later. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I'm looking for a thing here.
So just for clarification, do we want to say are we gonna roleplay this press thing, or is that gonna be next week, or is that gonna be like just something we can wave?
I definitely think we should play it out. Probably not today.
Yeah.
I have. Yeah, we shouldn't play it out. We should play it out. We should do it when everybody's here.
Mhm.
I had a move for the finals, like sort of thing, and I can't find it now, so I'm not going to worry about that just yet.
Oh, like for us to roll about how we do on finals?
It was really just for you.
In fairness, you're the only person that's really going to impact in a big way.
No. I was going to say a lot meaner and be like, you're the only one with parents.
when I look at some of the moves that I've done up for various games, I just kind of laugh at myself. Some of these didn't make it all the way. I will tell you, I do have a down at the mall move though, and I am uncorking that sumbitch.
Oh yeah.
Soon.
I mean, I could just roll mundane if you want me to roll to see how well I do in school.
Yeah, mundane would probably be it. I know what the thing is. I just have to share this. One of the moves I have written out down here is this was for the Phoenix Academy, but the guy who was training them in basically sort of gym class on superhero stuff. One of the competitions for that he did that was a combination of like using your powers, not using your powers, and kind of keeping things controlled was a bring in the entire class of superhero teenagers and make them play musical chairs. And I wrote up a move for it. It's fantastic. Two moves actually, because musical chairs has depth. And I don't think I ever. I'm not sure that I ever got to use it. They got penalized if they accidentally destroyed chairs in the process of getting to their own chair, stuff like that. It's great. Anyway, and I'm saying that because I had like this whole school subset thing, and I thought that was where the finals thing was at, and I can't find it. Why don't you give me a mundane roll? We'll see how this goes.
Sean, can you roll mundane for me, please? Also, what conditions do I have?
Oh, that's a good question.
What conditions don't you have? Let's see.
Better question.
You have afraid and angry.
Oh, hey, that's not bad.
Yeah, I won't.
Yeah,
did my conditions like mess up with my savior roll earlier by chance, or
no? It didn't. Savior would have been insecure, which you are not.
For what?
No, Savior just happens to be a 0.
here's my question though: is that angry affects comfort and sport and pierce the mask,
which is absolutely mundane.
Which are both mundane, but does that mean it affects all mundane rolls?
Yes, it's coded that way. We don't have to do it that way. We can just roll like the flat 2d6 and give it a +2, or give it you can roll the flat 2d6 because actually you wouldn't give it a +2. You just roll.
It would just be a flat. It would just be 0 because her mundane 0. But it's I feel like that's DM's call.
Oh, you think my conditions affect my ability to do finals?
Yeah, it depends on your conditions.
She's afraid and angry, so
yeah. I don't know if angry gives you makes you not. No, I'm just gonna go with the flat 2d6.
Okay.
I think just the flat 2d6 is fine. I don't think angry. I've taken test angry. I've been fine. Hey, that's a 9. That's fine.
I was gonna say it would have been a success either way. So.
Yep, it would have been a success either way. In this case,
you did good.
You got a 9.
Oh, okay, good. Sorry, I thought one of my friends was talking to me. I was like, wait, what?
Totally fine. Let me. Oh, I know where it is. Hang on. Oh, I didn't bring it into here because it's like a really big, long thing. All right, on 10 plus, you pass with flying colors, mark 1 potential, shift up the test label, or down any other label, your choice. On 7-9, you did all right, but had to sacrifice something to make the cut. You disappointed an adult. So overall good, but one of the classes was not awesome. That you would
math
give. Well, yeah, but somebody you'd actually give a crap about.
Biology? No, it can't be art. She's too good at it.
She is too good at art. But if you didn't,
maybe that would be why you didn't
why
turn. You're disappointed.
Like you didn't turn in a thing because you were focusing so much on the stuff that you figured you could, and you kind of forgot about.
Like on the actual academic stuff.
It totally fell off the radar because it wasn't the thing you were worrying about.
Oh yeah. Like she had an art, she had a final piece to finish, and she just spaced.
Yeah, you sacrificed your Okay, so you disappointed an adult. You sacrificed your social life, which we kind of already did, but specifically it means give a teammate or an NPC influence out of guilt for blowing them off recently, which could be.
Who does not have influence over me?
Well, Zhao, but I feel like Zhao would. You lost.
I think she just already had it, just because of best friend status.
Yeah, you missed a responsibility. Someone who had invested in you no longer believes you can do what they ask you to do. Which I don't know if that necessarily tracks to your current situation, honestly.
Yeah.
And you hurt your academic standing the first time, which I think is not what happening because you're kind of nailing things. So, I mean, I liked it. Like is kind of a guarded word on this one. I say I like the disappointing an adult thing.
Yeah.
Just because I have seen that in my own life with my daughter go I totally focused down on psych, which I freaking hate, and I hate that teacher. And then I didn't make ASL club for 3 weeks in a row, and now nobody in the ASL club will talk to me or whatever. I say ASL club like that, but that's her thing. So. Yeah, Dingo's.
Yeah, I think I'd be the art teacher.
Dingo's been there. It's rough. You're right, and that is exactly right with Dingo's comment here. The rules as written, the conditions affect the move, not the label. Sometimes with these custom moves, you have to kind of look at it and go, okay, well, this custom move, would it apply? Sometimes it does, sometimes not so much, and it all kind of depends. But in any case, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, and honestly, I don't want to say that your folks don't love your art. They absolutely do. But if you're going to pick one grade that isn't exactly where you wanted it this semester, I think it's definitely, they're not going to be worried about art because they know you're good, and B, it's not the academic stuff, and they are both like academically focused people.
Nerds.
Yeah, they're nerds, and they're not so much worried about that part. I think your teacher probably lists you as an I and tells you, and you guys are talking over like extra work that you can do over the holidays or something like that to bring back. And she's just going to be slow about who's the teacher? Oh, it's the guy, right? Is it the guy?
It's no, they them Nick Stahar.
Oh, right, yeah. Thank you. So what they say, thank you for the correction on the pronouns. So what they say is, because I think I said that he was one of the agents, or they were one of the agents, right?
Yeah.
So I understand the situation that you are under right now, and you have a lot going on. And frankly, if I'm completely honest, I have orders to make sure that that is one of the priorities. However, I am also a teacher, and I think you have a great deal of potential. So I think that as much as you need to focus on all of this, and it's important.
Wait, you're not actually an art professor? You're just...
No, I am an art
just
professor.
A plant?
No, I am an art professor.
Okay.
I was recruited when I graduated from college. Go, there's a television show, watch like the rest of it's not bad. Watch the first half season of Alias. You'll understand. That's what happened basically to me. I think it's on Hulu, maybe.
Oh, it's just like God.
I killed Sean. I killed Sean.
That was just such an unexpected blast from the past reference that came out of left field completely. I was not ready for.
No, I got my. It was a fun show. I got. No, I didn't get to do it, but now I do. I'm living both the dreams. Constantly ignored by teenagers while I try to pass on my passion, while also having to lie about everything about my life so that I can continue to do my regular job. Really, I'm living the dream.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm zeroing in on this guy as having laser focused irony, as one of his.
Yeah, I believe they are. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, God dang it, I'll do better. I swear, it's the mustache that's throwing me off. They're the one with the sort of the pencil mustache, right? Or am I maybe I feel like
no.
They're
the one who's like, oh, that's just a bad bitch. Dump his ass. Like,
I need to actually watch. I don't think I've ever watched any of their videos, and that will help. In any case,
they're just like really supportive, and they'll like be like, is your man not looking at you right? Dump his ass.
Oh, that guy. Them. Yes. Dump his ass.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I think that while you're, saving the world, you need to remember that you're a part of it, and just keep your little pieces for yourself and make sure you're doing it. So we're gonna do this. We're going to do another little project. I'd like to see something, and he lays out something that's a little bit more challenging. This is an addition to.
So they know that Mitzi's a superhero.
Aegis has had watchers on YouTube. Remember, they've had the.
Oh, the art teacher's one of them.
Yeah, the art teacher's one of the people.
Gotcha.
I wanted somebody out of the faculty who was just completely like not an Aegis type person, and they leapt out at me. Well, technically, the music teacher leapt out at me. I'm like, no, that's a step too far. They need to be actually antagonistic towards Aegis, like actively, which is absolutely where the Lilac Wizard lands. So you need to take care of yourself when you're doing all the rest of this. So just remember that. And we're going to work on this, whether you want to or not, because your grade now depends on it. Taking care of yourself is now a letter grade. So.
Okay.
And he is going to. They are going. God damn it! I'm off.
We're gonna get you sticky notes.
I'm just off today, and I apologize. They are going to. They want to shift your labels. They want to shift your danger down and your mundane up.
Sean, what do my labels look like?
Danger's currently at a 2 and mundane's at a 0.
That make it 1 and 1. I mean, that's not terrible.
That isn't bad.
Right now, you have danger 2.
But do I want to?
Danger and freak are both at 2, and then everything else is a 0 right now.
But do I want an ageist person to like have like words over me? But it's also my art teacher.
They're adults, so they all have influence whether you want it or not.
Yeah.
It's just a question of whether or not you push back.
Yeah. I think that's my art teacher. I think I'm going to go with it.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
So mundane up, danger down.
Yep.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
Hey, you got no negatives. That's nice.
I think Dingo's is probably
Nice.
1.5 paychecks.
Get like a small stipend.
Yeah. I get paid the full salary of a teacher, which is like getting, a bi-monthly bonus to my regular paycheck. Anyway.
Oh my god. Terrible.
I'm just saying teachers don't get paid.
It's not. I didn't say it was inaccurate. I said it was terrible.
Yeah. Okay, so we're coming up on 2, and I'm probably gonna end this one a little bit sooner. Okay, so what we got going on? I know this is gonna be tricky, but we are going to have our Christmas Mall thing. That'll be where we probably start next time, and then we're gonna probably have the presser. If I'm feeling particularly artsy, I'm going to interweave the two of them, where one of them is a flashback to the other thing. But I'm not sure if I don't know if I'm that smart. It's fine to have you. For whatever reason, Mo, I have to tell you, the lighting in your picture, it's almost like a acrylic painting. Like just if you took a picture, it's got this. Just the weird.
I'm sitting in the window right now.
It's just with the lighting and then the ceiling, the ceiling points coming together, and the wall kind of like coming together, kind of right above your head. It's all framed up very interestingly for all.
Really well and framed.
You framed really well.
It's sitting on it's what I have it sitting on right now because I have it plugged in, so I have to like balance it between two things. It's like sitting on the mug I bought at the coffee shop, and like leaning against like a vase with like fake tulips in it.
Hero, you're my hero for that.
Now, with all of this said, next couple of weekends are gonna be weird. I'll probably stop streaming so we don't.
Because Sean, you said okay. Because Sean, you said
I did want to ask about. Do I get to have the conversation with Streak?
That's absolutely going to happen, but I want to do it as like around the presser.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure because that's going to be. I'm gonna yell. I want people to be aware. I'm legit gonna yell at Streak.
That's gonna may or may not inform you about a bunch of stuff that's going on with the exemplars too. So I want to give that time.
Oh God.
All right. Let's real quick. Perry's out. Sean, closer to the team, more into your own image of yourself. Further away.
I mean, I feel like I have to say further away from the team because he kind of and it's 100% his own fault. He is kind of getting a little too in his own head, and this whole powers hero thing is going to his head.
Who do you take influence away from?
Oh.
I mean, narratively, you kind of like sort of set Perry on the back burner with like sort of looping them in last and stuff like that. But I don't know if he has influence.
I really did. I think I'd have to. I think it has to be Perry.
Just see if he's got influence over. He's got Silas. I can take it off really easily. Yeah, that's all that happens. And we will do that. Mitzi.
Can you come back to me? I'm still thinking.
Sure, Caleb.
Closer to the team.
This
is a really easy one for me.
I'm missing Will, but I have to say that Dingoes has got some good, like, not into your own image of your swole self, like.
I mean,
I think he's still he's still trying to figure out very much who he is. And dude wearing the sleeveless hoodie and workout gloves is not who he is. He thinks it is right now, but he's still trying to find himself. So
we're gonna get there. Caleb, what'd you say? Closer to the team, but who?
Mitzi.
Oh, because she's...
I'm literally living with Mitzi right now. Like, this is absolutely an opportunity for, like, this is something that I, like, she literally was just like, no, you're living here. You don't...
There's some off-screen bonding for sure.
And...
Yeah.
For sure.
You actually don't have...
clear condition?
I
don't have influence? Oh, I don't? That's right. You took it away from me before they went to go fight.
Yep, Caleb, so you get influence back, so you don't need to shift any labels. Nothing happens to you, but Caleb, you can take influence or clear condition. Or not take influence, take potential or clear condition.
I'm gonna mark potential.
There you go. Now Mitzi.
I'm trying to think, because I don't know if she feels close to the team because of that bombshell Silas dropped. She wasn't really doing much to grow into her own image.
Do you two crazy kids grow further away from the team?
Maybe.
You poor social disasters. Oh my god. I mean, we said things have been weird. The vibe has been weird.
Does she remove influence from Silas? Because of all this.
I like how you're hugging this.
Because he's so into himself right now.
I like how you say this and you're like hugging your squishy for comfort while you're saying this. Like, oh no.
I'm thinking out loud. What do y'all think?
I can see it. I'm not saying absolutely. I'm saying I will absolutely believe you if you tell me that's what's going on.
He's gone and made things so complicated. So I mean, they do need
to have a moment eventually. Be like, hey, and I think she needs to bring it up to him.
There's gonna be I think that there's gonna be a big mall moment for sure.
Oh yeah. It's going to be a lot of mall. Hey, do we want to have? What do we think about it being like the grand reopening of the mall, like an open mall around Sentinel Plaza? Or do we want it like a mall, like a enclosed mall, like a George Romero mall?
Like the same mall that we go to for like the
Aladdin's
arcade.
Castle and stuff. Yeah, if we do that one, that's fine. I didn't know if we wanted to also have it be the Ross and Rachel. Don't make Silas Ross. That's terrible. That's not.
I mean, I just don't like Friends. But
that's fair.
In general, my only thing about Sentinel Plaza is that like, in a month they built a whole mall there in a month.
Oh no, it's not. No, there were stores. They just were kind of closed down. Like.
Oh okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No, but like like around the outside of it, kind of a thing. But that doesn't matter. We can do a different thing. We might do the presser there. That'd be pretty cool. Instead of doing an exemplar tower.
Oh god, that would be it would be so shitty if Silas takes her into the mall under the guise of it's a for relaxing day. He's like, oh, and actually the presser's here.
No, I wasn't trying to do that, but no, swapping in the idea of like being able to do it.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, so I think she will take influence away from Silas.
Oh, you poor thing.
Oh, sorry.
I'll fix it. I'll fix it.
I'll fix it.
As messed up as it is, I have
John,
every faith that you crazy kids will work it out.
I don't know. I feel like
gosh.
if it was always perfect sunshine and rainbows, it would get boring. So
Definitely, for sure.
Yeah.
Did you do my character sheet, John?
You don't have to do anything.
I
It doesn't do anything to your character sheet. He takes
Yeah.
influence on you
Oh.
off of his sheet. Nothing else
Oh,
happens.
that's right.
Yep. So, yeah, you guys are. Can I just say? I mean, aside from anything else, I really respect the integrity with which you approach the characters and also the story. Like this sucks. I hate it. I'm doing it anyway because it's like the thing. It is the thing that is the right thing
It
to
worked
do.
really well in the narrative.
Yeah.
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 So it's like I have constructed this wall of razor blades, and now, having constructed it, I have to walk into it. Here I go. You know, like it's
Yeah.
like
There you go. I think Mitzi will actually have to have a night like before, I guess, the mall day with Caleb because they're sharing a house and be like, Caleb, what do I do about him? He's
yes,
I don't know.
yes.
He's changed.
So I actually,
that's where we're gonna start next time.
Well, that's the thing that I wanted to do too, because I was gonna be like, I kind of could see that you guys were having your own issues, but I was like, I'll let it happen. And then when he left, like that night before the mall day, I'm literally just gonna come in with like baked goods into your room and just be like, I brought a peace offering and an ear.
I
Caleb
love
is the best himbo.
I love the fact that like you go to relationship advice to the gray ace.
It's more like he sees, like he gets
Yeah,
that
exactly.
for friendship.
Yep. I don't know why
It's
I'm
like,
doing
I mean, you see what's happening between us. What do you think, and like, etc. Like that sort of thing.
I'm going to leave you with one thing. I'm going to stop the stream right after this, but I have to share this with you because I was just doing this and I realized it's really close. My daughter, as I just mentioned, I think is taking ASL as her foreign language all through high school, which is really cool. But while we were on our fall break, we were up in the mountains, and I had an encounter while I was up there with some yearling moose while I was out for a run several times, which is super fun. The sign for deer is basically this, like that, right? The sign for moose. I gotta step back for this one. The sign for moose is you do the exact same thing and they go deer, but really fucking big. Basically,
That's so good.
Also, bow ties are cool. For those of you who watch Doctor Who, that's another. Bow ties are cool. Anyway,
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna stop this and try to sort out all the schedule stuff. So, stopping the stream.
See y'all later.
Yep, and thanks for tagging along with the commentary.
Wait, so next week, are we still doing next week? Like, what's going on?
I'm not shutting. I'm just stopping the stream so we can continue to talk where we're not dealing with all that stuff.
Okay.
So, cheers.
I thought you were saying bye, like leaving us. I was like, wait.
No, I'm saying bye to dingoes. Thank you for hanging out.